This Saturday, pizza lovers get to sample some of the best at West Haven's 5th annual Pizza Fest.
Last year, nearly 600 people came out to sample pies and cast their vote for their favorite, and it's all to benefit Life Haven Women's Shelter. Joining us today are Rich Antosca, the event chairman, and Ken Carney from Dominic's Pizza, one of the participating restaurants. Both of you, welcome to Connecticut Style.
Thank you so much for having us.
This is a huge event. I know because Gil and I were out there last year. Hundreds of people come.
Yes, absolutely. 2 years ago, we had about 200 people. Last year, we basically got slammed with 600 people. We have great restaurants participating. This year, we have 14 area pizza restaurants in West Haven. The public is invited to come, and for only $7, they taste a slice from each and every restaurant and a soda to wash it all down.
It's a lot of pizza.
But this year, you hope to have more than 600 because you're trying to raise money for Life Haven.
Absolutely. The women's shelter in New Haven. It's a safe haven for women with small children, women that are pregnant. They do a great job there, and at our local council in West Haven, Father Curtin Council, we like to promote the main principle of the Knights of Columbus, which is charity, and Life Haven is no better benefactor.
Great. Let's take a look at some pictures from last year because, again, quite a turnout.
Lots of fun.
Look at Gil Simmons there. I got to tell you, Gil was like in a pizza coma after because he ate so much pizza. But I think that's what happens because it's all so good and there's such variety.
He did enjoy himself.
And there you are, Teresa.
A lot of great people came out. And I think what's interesting, it's not just cheese. There's different flavors.
Absolutely. We have the public votes for their favorite cheese and specialty pizzas. So we have anything from a margarita pizza, shrimp and broccoli, mashed potato, and breakfast pizza.
All right, Ken, what are we making?
Well, breakfast, pizza for breakfast, unheard of, right?
I love it. Well,
today,
it's cold in the fridge,
today we're
right?
going to show you how to make pizza specifically for breakfast.
I love that.
You're going to love it.
Okay, shall we start?
Sure. Okay. So many of you try to make pizza at home, and what happens is you may have a hard time getting the dough the size you want.
I'm guilty.
And getting the dough consistent, right?
Exactly.
So one of the tricks is when you pull the dough from the container, you want to make sure you take it out and you handle it properly. You don't want to squish it up. You want to deform it. You put it on the counter, and you slowly begin the process with some flour of forming it into a pizza shell. So in this case, we're just going to slowly pat it out.
You've done this once or twice before.
You've got a couple years experience.
This look easy.
A couple years experience doing it.
But Ken, when I do it, it almost seems like it gets dry really quickly, so it doesn't shape the way I want it to shape.
I think if you take it out of the refrigerator and you let it sit for a few minutes, then you try it. Okay. I know a lot of us try to use the rolling pins, and a lot of times that hurts the dough or tears the dough. I think if you just take your time and with your hand just slowly pat it out consistently. Now, as you get more experience, you can do this sort of thing here and spin it nicely into a nice pie. And once you get the size that you want, we move it over to, you guys will probably use a pizza stone. At Dominic's, we use a peel.
And so you want it really thin?
I guess that depends what kind you're making, right?
Well, I think the consistency of the dough is pretty consistent, if you will. But, you know, it doesn't matter what you put on there. It's going to be, you know, depending on the size, but the thickness is usually the same.
Okay.
Okay. So in this case, we're not using any sauce. This is going to be a breakfast pizza. So we take our cheese and we actually spread it right on the pizza dough in preparation of our toppings.
But if you were making it for dinner, you'd put the sauce first?
Yeah, most pizzas we have a sauce. If it's a white sauce, we put down some olive oil perhaps. In this case, it's a unique pizza for breakfast, and we're going to put the cheese right on top of the dough. Okay, so there you go. Next, we're going to put some potatoes.
Did you cook the potatoes beforehand?
We did.
Okay.
We did. We were up at 5 o'clock this morning getting ready for this. So.
Hey.
Rich, have you had this before?
Yes, I have. It is #1.
You're a frequent customer, aren't you?
Absolutely. I probably go there. I try to go there at least once every couple of weeks.
Now we have to mention last year we picked the winner. It happened to be you guys, Dominic's.
It was Dominic's Pizza,
and
right.
it was the mashed potato concoction, which was so good.
With the caramelized onions.
Yes, it was delightful.
So about less than 2 minutes, Ken.
All right. Next, we're going to do some sausage.
Sausage.
Okay.
Okay.
And the sausage gives us some of our breakfast flavor, of course.
That's just going to cook right on there? You don't have to brown it or anything?
No, cook right on there. The oven should be at least 550. At home, if you can't achieve that, you might want to consider using your grill with the pizza stone. Next, we have our bacon.
So far, so good. What do you think is the most popular at your place, pizza flavor?
You know, some of the traditionals, the bacons, the sausage, the pepperonis, but of course, mashed potato pizza with caramelized onions has been very popular. People like the broccoli, they like the spinach pies. All right, now we're ready for
the egg.
Now, typically you would par cook this in the oven, so you'd put it in the oven, take it back out, and then pour your egg on because your egg cooks quicker than your meat stew.
When you say part, you mean you actually put the whole thing in there?
Put the whole thing in the oven, let it brown a little bit, pull it out, and then put your egg on.
Okay.
Now we're ready for some grated cheese. And that
that's it, huh?
is a breakfast pizza.
How long do you have to cook this for?
This will cook for about 6.5, 7 minutes.
Very good.
Now, last year, Teresa, you and Gil were the judges, but this year...
Yes, Chris Velarde is going to be out there, and he should be prepared and probably not eat for 3 days prior to it because there is so much pizza consumed. But, yeah, our buddy Leroy and Jose, we had a whole Channel 8, News 8 family there last year. It was a lot of fun. Hopefully that'll happen again this year. I got to do this. I've been eyeing it, and I saw you do it.
Be careful.
Do you think I'll be able to?
Give it a try.
Okay. We're going to
Stand back.
Wow, how did it get so big?
I made a hole in it. Can you fix that?
No.
Here, try this one.
I ruined it. I just had to do it, though.
Give it some flour.
Thank you. In the meantime, let's put all the information up on the screen. The West Haven Pizza Fest is happening Saturday, March 31st at St. Louis Church Hall. All the information's right there, as we mentioned. We'll also have the information on our website. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being here.
And we're going to get to eat this, right, later on?
You're
going to put this in the oven?
We'll put it in the oven right now.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
I'm so good. Can you hire me?
We're not going to hire
Coming
you.
up next.
Are you sure? Because I'm really good at it.
Gardening.
Do we have insurance?
Just a second.